Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today we get a chance to talk to Gunnar. Gunnar, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So Gunnar, tell us a little bit about the rig that you're in and what's going on with that.
Okay, well, it's a 1998 40 350. It's got a McCoy Miller box on it. Everyone, they name their rigs. If it's a boat, you got to name a boat. My name is Survivor. I feel that more people survived in it than died in it.
Good call.
And I'm a two-time cancer survivor, so we kind of go hand in hand.
And so it's an ambulance, and where did you get it?
I bought it on online auction from a little town in Nebraska.
Okay.
And I'm not exactly sure the town that it came from because I picked it up just outside Omaha.
Okay. And then what did you pay for it?
I paid just $8,000.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I look forward to seeing that. So,
Yeah.
Well, should we go ahead and take a tour right now?
Let's take a tour.
All right, let's go.
Okay, well, I'd like to welcome you to my little tiny home on wheels. I call it the Gunnar Cabin. Come on in.
Wow, this is very homey. I love the woodwork in this thing.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
Okay, I pretty much built everything in here. All the cabinets are stock. I shouldn't say I did the walls. Built me a little lagoon table because I didn't want to spend a bunch of money and all this stuff was laying around home. I learned how to do this at a van event and made the top. But
well, how did you make the top?
It's epoxy.
Oh, it's epoxy.
Yeah, and you just mix different colors and pour it out and let it dry. It was kind of cool.
That is really beautiful.
I hope if I'm level, it'll stay there. If I'm not level, it'll go. So that helps me figure out what's level and what's not.
That's a good way of doing it.
Yeah.
And then you just made the it out of pipe?
It's out of PVC pipe and gas line, and I just slide it in.
Oh, so when you're traveling, you can just take that out and put it on the
Well,
floor?
actually, I just use a bungee cord and
Attach
bungee it to the wall
Oh, very nice.
back so it doesn't flip around, yeah. And this is standard. My diesel heater's in here, has the vent right here. The bed, everybody says it's short, but it's long enough for me.
And how tall are you?
I'm 5'8",
Okay.
in which this is 5'8 and a half. So,
Okay. So it's just perfect for
so
you.
it fits perfect for me.
Yeah, what is the bed made out of? Just like a foam?
It's 8-inch memory foam.
Okay.
So it's a decent, people say don't skimp on a mattress because it's going to, you'll spend a lot of time on your bed.
That's fair.
Yeah. So.
And I can't help but notice there's some big bull horns above your bed. What's
Yeah,
up with that?
I wanted this to be like a cabin. When I started dating my current wife of 27 years, I said, man, I've always wanted some bullhorns, and she went out and bought me some. So at that point, I knew she was a keeper. This is cleaning supplies. This is my library back here. On this side over here, these are all cabinets, and a pantry up here and a pantry down here. I carry about 6 months worth of food at a time.
Okay.
And then my clothing system is real basic. It's just a bin for everything,
Oh.
And these fit just perfect. And I'm kind of a hat guy, or known as a hat guy, and this has so much storage that I've got 2 shelves for hats.
The important stuff.
The important stuff, yeah.
Even one that's hanging upside down, I see right above.
Well, yeah, it's my cowboy hat.
All right.
Someone asked me the other day where I got the clear glass for the cabinets. I go, they come that way.
Oh.
I know in New York City they may pay a lot extra for glass cabinets, but
That was
cabinets just
standard.
come with them, yeah.
So how long have you been in this, and how long did it take you to build out?
Well, I bought it about 4 years ago when I started receiving Social Security money. And it took about 2 years to build because I was just buying things as I got money, and ideas came to me of how I wanted things. So it took about 2 years, and this is my second season camping in it. And I go for about 4 to 5 months at a time.
All right. And pretty comfortable?
Very comfortable.
All right. And what first inspired you to do this?
Well, I had a van back in the 70s when I was more of the hippie-ish type person. And then I was coming close to retirement, and I wanted a retirement vehicle. And I wanted to travel. I'm an over-the-road truck driver for 43 years. I've seen all the country, but I've never got to do anything because I was working. Now I'm living my dream. It's not for everybody, but it's for me. What helps me or lets me live my lifestyle now is I've been married to a wonderful woman for 27 years, provided her for what she wants, her lifestyle. She set up, and now she's told me that I can go live my lifestyle, my dream. So we're both happy because she's doing what she wants to do, and I get to do what I want to do, and I'm very blessed. As I was saying, my rig's name is Survivor. I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. What I want to tell all men is prostate cancer is not an old man's disease. Get your PSA checked. It's a simple blood test. Men in their 40s are starting to get prostate cancer, so please go see a doctor. It can save your life. I've got a side bench here, which is actually a freezer in a top freezer refrigerator. It runs off of solar. It's 110. I don't buy meat on the road because my brother-in-law raises cattle, and
Oh,
so
wow.
we get by a half a beef, and I have good beef.
Yeah, why
So,
would you then?
yeah.
So you bring it all from home.
I bring it all from home.
So I do see a lot of electrical components in here. Do you have any propane or is it all electrical? Tell me a little bit about that.
I do have a 2-burner propane stove. For when it's cold in here, I will warm up my water and make my breakfast. Other than that, it's electric. Mainly use a 2-burner induction stovetop.
Okay.
That's hidden in a cabinet over there. Okay, I've got 800 watts of solar on top. I've got 412 amp hours of batteries and a 3,000 watt inverter.
So that keeps you, have you ever been starving for electricity or is that very sufficient?
I've never gone less than 68% on my batteries.
Oh, very
And that's
nice.
after cooking breakfast in the microwave and the induction stove.
And do you also charge while you're driving or is it just the solar?
It's just the solar. This is my kitchen area, my entertainment area. I started out with just this. It just wasn't quite big enough, so then I went ahead and built me one of those for more space. It really comes in handy when you're cooking. In my hallway here, as I call it, I've got a cabinet for my dishes and cups and stuff like that. And this one is pots and pans so they don't rattle around, and I've got everything. And it's just full of storage. And as you can see, I can stand up. Some people can't.
And then do you feel that, do you do a lot of cooking on the road yourself or do you go out to eat a lot?
I almost refuse to eat out. If I've got friends going somewhere, I'll eat out, but I do all my own cooking. I try to eat healthy. And the only way you can really do that is if you cook your own food. And it saves a lot of money.
So with your experience so far in the ambulance, would you recommend this to other people?
I would most certainly recommend an ambulance. They are, by standard, the safest vehicle made. You can roll an ambulance and nothing in here, nothing factory in here is going to get damaged. Yeah, my refrigerator may fall if I roll, but it's perfect. I mean, the sidewalls are straight, flat. You can either leave it or gut it. I just think they're the perfect vehicle.
So what kind of gas mileage do you get in this?
Well, it's a 7.3 diesel Power Stroke, so I get between 10 and 13. I'm one of those old retired guys that just go down the highway at 65 miles an hour because I'm not in a hurry and I don't have a schedule.
Isn't that the perfect thing? Just
Yes.
not being in a hurry.
Yes. Yeah, one of the things I liked about the ambulance and leaving all these cabinets, it made the build so much easier. These are pretty much airtight. They don't rattle. It's quiet going down the highway in here.
So I noticed that I don't see a sink anywhere in here.
My thoughts only, is a sink is a basin or a pan with a drain. I've got big bowls, I've got big pans. This is my sink and my drain is outside.
There we go. Just disperse the gray water.
Yeah. If you've noticed, I don't have a shower or a bathroom, a traditional bathroom. I do have what I call a system. I have my trusty bucket, and then I've got a container for the fluids, and they shall never mix. I just use a bag or a double bag in my bucket every time. Toss it in the trash. Yeah. One of the advantages of an ambulance like this is all of the outside storage. The problem with an ambulance like this is all of the outside storage, because if you have storage, you will use it and fill it up. You can enter these two compartments from the inside. That's my sticker doors were on. This is storage. This is kind of my outdoor patio type stuff. Firewood, ladder, fluids for the truck, because you never know what you're going to need or when.
Absolutely.
So,
man, I do love the storage on this. Holy Lord.
This compartment I'm kind of proud of because I did it all, and this is my solar setup, or the brains for the solar. And like I said, you know, 800 watts of solar and 400 amp hours of battery. Thank you, YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, and unfortunately, there's more storage. This is what I call my primitive outdoor camping stuff. And I've got my grill, sleeping bag, my chairs, camouflage, just more stuff that you need or not. Okay, and now everybody's got their favorite garage. And it's just normal garage. Right now I've got firewood, got some more Pepsi.
Well, it's pretty spacious.
Yeah. It's size of the bed, 40 inches, and I can get to it from the inside.
Gunner, thank you very much for a tour of your ambulance and your build. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys coming out and taking an interest, and I'd like to thank you and Bob for getting me into this lifestyle and guiding me on my way.
Well, we're happy to have you on the road,
Appreciate
absolutely. And thank you again for sharing your story as well. It was very informative and heartfelt, and I really appreciate that.
Good, good.
Folks out there, what was your favorite part of his ambulance build, or what was your favorite part of his story? Please let us know in the comments below. If you got anything out of today's video, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it with friends, and until next time, we'll see you down the road. So long.
Bye.